Welcome back to Divorce Den, everyone. We're going to continue our conversation today on ways that you can save money when it comes to attorney fees if you're getting divorced. Keep in mind, I am not your attorney. This is not legal advice. Our conversation here does not constitute an attorney-client relationship. It's just a discussion about ways that you can save money if you're thinking about getting divorced in New York or anywhere. So let's get to it. Number 5, what we're going to talk about today is staying organized. I've talked about it before, but being organized saves so much time. And we all know when you save time, you're saving money. So if you have documents that are needed, whether it's your tax returns, it's your bank statements, it's your marriage certificate, no matter what it is, make sure that you have that all handy and in one place. Another suggestion that I have, highly recommended, is that you have everything broken down into folders. So when I'm saying this, a folder and another folder and another folder, I'm talking about physical folders, right? Having a manila folder with all of your documents in it here for bank statements, another one for tax returns, another one for business documents, another one for the children. But when I say that, you can also save everything digitally. There are so many platforms now where you can download apps, where you can scan things from smartphones. The scan feature to scan documents is pretty advanced. You can scan it in your scanner. You can actually even go to a local print shop and they will scan it for you if you don't have the ability to do that on your phone. Sometimes even the photos that you can take on your phone might be enough. Just remember to start deleting them once they are scanned or taken on your phone, because you won't necessarily need them once they're uploaded into your attorney's portal or once you've given them to your attorney. So I say that to mean paper or digital. It's completely up to you, whatever you're the most comfortable with and whatever it is that you think will make the most sense for you. If your attorney says, I really need everything scanned and put into my portal or scanned and sent via encrypted email or however they want it scanned and sent to them, and you are really not comfortable scanning everything or ensuring that everything is uploaded digitally, either that you don't have the technological ability to do it, you're just not comfortable sharing your documents through via technology, make sure that you're telling your attorney that. I can't scan it because I don't have a scanner that's working. Or I'm not comfortable scanning my bank statements with all of my bank information and then sending it through an email. Tell your attorney that. Don't delay it and stall it just because you're not comfortable. When your attorney's asking for something, there are sometimes things that are needed timely. Not just that they need those 3 years of tax returns in order to exchange with the other side so we have a full understanding of the finances, but maybe there's something that's needed right away. I need the child's health insurance card because one parent is going to be going to the doctor. We need that immediately. So if you're not comfortable sending it via certain means, tell your attorney. Don't stall on that. And keep in mind that if you're not comfortable with it, maybe you can ask somebody to help you. Again, maybe you can go to a local store, a local print shop, and they can help you do that. And if you're not comfortable doing it because you don't want them to see your information, that's understandable as well. So sometimes there are family members who can help you. Sometimes they can help you on the phone. But either way, if you're not able to do it, most offices do have support staff, or they can do it themselves. The attorneys scan everything into their system in their office. So that leads to another point, the paper documents. In order for them to scan it, they will need those paper documents. Have the paper documents, bring them into your attorney's office and let them scan it. Keep in mind, this is going to cost you more money. Why? Because now the support staff or the attorney has to take time out of their day, whatever it is that they're doing, take this stack of folders and start scanning it in. Not only scanning it, but saving it and organizing it into the appropriate files. If you have everything as organized as possible, that will save time, right? That will save you money. So if you have a folder just with tax returns, great. Then the attorney's office can scan everything and save it as tax returns for 2021, 2022, 2023, etc. If you don't and you have your files sort of jumbled, then it's going to take a lot longer because they're going to have to start parsing through it to figure out, is this a tax return? Is this a bank statement? Is this a personal return? Is this a business return? So you being as proactive upfront is going to help you save a lot of money. And no matter where you have the documents, whether you have them in those manila folders or you are able to scan everything and save them into digital folders, keeping everything organized the way your attorney wants you to will be very helpful. If you have things saved that are considered like finances from 2021, that works for you. And that might include all utility bills, bank statements, tax returns, no matter what, that might work. All the expenses for 1 year in one folder, whether it's a digital folder or the paper folder. However, when you're sending it to your attorney, maybe that's not how they need it. It makes more sense maybe for an attorney to have a folder that just has personal tax returns, just has 2021 bank statements from Bank A. That might make more sense for the case to proceed, for your attorney to review it, to look through it, and to ensure that discovery or full disclosure happens. So you want to make sure that you're doing it the way your attorney wants you to, or letting your attorney know, I have it already organized. Everything is here for 2021 and I'll send it to you. Again, if your attorney needs it another way and they have to start pulling it out, it's going to cost more money. So a way to save that money is to now go back, reorganize it the way your attorney needs you to, and share it with your attorney that way. Another way that you might be able to save money is sending the documents directly to your attorney the way that they want. So if they use encrypted email, choose that way. Don't send it to them through a different email portal, a different email. Don't choose to send it to them via a different email method. Don't choose to send it outside of their client portal if that's the way that they request it. Open communication with your attorney is very important as to the communications that speaking to your attorney in advance about the ways that they want those documents and they want everything shared is really going to help you go a long way in saving money here. For example, in my office in New York, it's very helpful when we have clients upload their own documents into the portal and then they can name it. Once we look at it, we can sometimes put it into different folders if it makes the most sense for us to be able to find those. However, some clients just batch upload. They'll just put all the documents in there and then we have to sort it and put it into folders. But that still saves a lot of time as opposed to them coming in with a stack of papers that we have to now take our time out to scan, to organize, to shred all of the physical documents or give them back depending on what the client wants. And then for us to go into the portal and start saving them and moving them to where we need. So just keep that in mind when you're speaking to your attorney about how it is that they want documents to be received and how it is that you can stay organized. This is also going to be very important when it comes to documents for your children, because children have so many different needs, so many different things going on. They might be in extracurricular activities that, I don't know, maybe they're in soccer, they're in horseback riding, they're in piano, they're in karate, they're in a million different things, and you have all of those receipts. Break those down as much as you can, just because you never know if they need that, just the karate receipts as opposed to everything lumped in together. Health insurance cards, very important to have copies of. Health records, any special needs that your children have, right? If they are attending any after-school programs, if they are in any ISP plans that they're in. These are sometimes things that the attorney might need, that the collaborative team might need in order to make sure that you're making the decisions that are best for your kids. Those records there don't necessarily have anything to do with needs of the children that are outside of that, right? So if your children have clothing expenses, what children don't have clothing expenses? When they have unreimbursed medical expenses. So unreimbursed medical is anything that has to be paid outside of the insurance. There might be significant amount of unreimbursed medical expenses that have to be paid. Keeping those things as organized as possible is really important. Same thing, honestly, not even with something as detailed as that, but maybe even just the parenting plan. Even if you don't have a formal parenting plan in place yet, but a list of, okay, so we have Jack and Jill, and on the weekends, Jack and Jill go with mom to her house for X, Y, and Z for amount of time, and then the other weekend they go with dad XYZ amount of time. So however you want to work that out, having that all listed is really important so that this way, this is what's working. You know, you can let your attorney know this is what's working. This is maybe what's not working. We're alternating weekends, but it's really not working out because the grandparents are here on a different weekend. We are not able to attend certain religious functions. Whatever it is, make a list of that. Speak to your attorney about those concerns and then say, this is the parenting plan that we've sort of been working on, or maybe something that we're aspiring to, and here are our concerns or thoughts on it. I would like to have a little bit more time here, and I would like for my spouse to maybe have a little bit more time here so we can time share a little differently. We can co-parent a little differently. Give that information to your attorney, but don't take that document that you have filled out for the parenting time and lump it in with the rest of the documents that are financial. That's not going to be helpful. And I just want to be clear here that I said mom and dad, and I do generally try to be very gender neutral and parent neutral because it doesn't matter, right? Mom or dad, two moms, two dads. It's really about doing what's best for the kids and having a parenting plan, as loose as it is, that works for the best interest of the children and works for the both of you. So we talked a lot today about trying to stay organized, and I know that that's a huge task. It's a huge task for anyone on a good day. You're going through a divorce. You're taking the structure of your family and you're changing it and you're moving forward in a completely different way. So being organized is going to be an even bigger challenge, and I recognize that. Take little steps. You don't have to do it overnight. If you have those documents all in a folder, if you have them all in your computer, if you can download them from, say, the banking institution or from the doctor's office, wherever you have it, start to do that one weekend. Choose one thing, start to make a folder. I'm going to focus this Saturday afternoon on doing my tax returns and getting them all into one folder. That's a big win. That will save you money if you have it all coordinated in one spot, even if you can't do the rest for another few weeks. So just don't be too hard on yourself, but as much as you can, stay organized, stay on top of it, try to save yourself a lot of money. Thank you so much for joining us again. If you found any value in this video, please like, share, comment, give us some ideas on ways that we can help you when it comes to getting divorced. We'll see you next time on The Divorce Den.